The alien ship was huge. It hung in space above Earth like a dark metal mountain. The ship was so big that people on Earth could see it without telescopes. It blocked out parts of the sun during the day and covered stars at night. Ambassador HFY stood in his command room looking down at the blue planet below. He had 4 arms and skin like gray leather. His eyes were black and cold. He had conquered many worlds before Earth. "Look at this small world," he said to his helper, Commander Veltar. "The humans are so weak. This will be easy." Veltar nodded. "Yes, Ambassador. Our scans show they have basic weapons only. No real space fleet. No powerful shields. They cannot fight us." "Good." HFY smiled, showing sharp teeth. "We will make them slaves like all the others. The Galactic Council will be pleased." Down on Earth, things were very different. President Kate Morrison was in a secret room deep under the White House. The room was full of computers and screens. Her best people sat around a big table. "The aliens want our answer in 3 days," said Jim Carter. He was the defense secretary. His face looked worried but angry. "They want us to give up completely. If we say no, they will attack us." General Lisa Hayes put her hands on the table. She was the top military leader. "They think we are just another weak planet. They have no idea what we really are." Dr. Alex Stone spoke up. He was in charge of secret weapons research. "The alien ship that crashed in Nevada 20 years ago taught us many things. We learned their technology. We made it better. Much better." President Morrison looked around the room. These people had worked for years to prepare for this day. "How long have we been getting ready for this fight?" 23 years, General Hayes said. "Ever since we found that first alien ship. We knew more would come. We knew they would want to conquer us, so we prepared." Commander Jake Miller was young but smart. He controlled Earth's space forces. "Our secret bases are ready. Our hidden ships are in position. Our new weapons are charged and waiting." The president thought about all the work they had done, all the secrets they had kept, all the weapons they had built while the aliens thought Earth was helpless. "They think we are weak because we stay near our planet," she said. "They think our technology is old because we hide what we really have. They are about to learn the truth," General Hayes said with a cold smile. "They are about to learn why Earth has been so quiet all these years." On the alien ship, HFY was getting ready to talk to Earth's leaders. He expected them to be scared. He expected them to beg for mercy. He had seen it many times before with other worlds. The communication screen turned on. HFY saw President Morrison sitting at a table. She looked calm, too calm. Behind her stood military officers in uniform. They looked ready for war. "Ambassador HFY," the president said. Her voice was strong and clear. "We got your message. We reject everything you said." HFY could not believe what he heard. His mouth parts clicked together in surprise. "You cannot be serious, human. We will destroy your entire species if you do not obey us." President Morrison leaned forward. Her eyes were hard as steel. "Let me tell you something, alien. We have been preparing for this day for decades. We studied your crashed ship. We learned your secrets. We built weapons you cannot imagine. This is our warning to you. Leave our solar system now, or face what happens next." HFY laughed. It was a horrible sound, like metal scraping on stone. "Foolish little creatures, you have no idea how powerful we are. We have destroyed thousands of worlds. We have enslaved millions of species. You are nothing. We will come back in one day," he continued. "When we return, you will surrender, or we will burn your world to ash. Your cities will fall. Your people will serve us or die." The communication ended. The room under the White House became very quiet. Dr. Stone broke the silence. "Do you think they believed us?" "No," said President Morrison. "They think we are bluffing. They think we are too scared to fight. They are wrong." General Hayes stood up. "Ma'am, should we begin final preparations?" "Yes," the president said. "Send the activation codes to all bases. Wake up the fleet. Charge the big guns. Tomorrow we show the galaxy what humans can do when someone threatens our home." Jim Carter looked at the screen where the alien ship appeared as a small dot. "They have no idea what's coming," No, President Morrison agreed. They think they are predators and we are prey. They think this will be like all their other conquests. Easy, quick, simple. She stood up and looked at each person in the room. These were the men and women who had spent their lives preparing for this moment. Scientists who had worked in secret. Soldiers who had trained for a war no one knew was coming. Engineers who had built weapons in hidden bases around the world and in space. For 23 years we have been quiet, she said. We let the galaxy think we were weak. We let them think we were primitive. We let them think we were easy targets. Commander Miller pulled up a star map on the big screen. It showed Earth, surrounded by red dots, enemy ships, hundreds of them coming from across the galaxy. The alien fleet will arrive tomorrow, he said. 400 ships, each one bigger than anything we have ever built. At least that's what they think. General Hayes smiled. They are in for the biggest surprise in galactic history. President Morrison nodded. Tomorrow, humanity takes its place in the galaxy, not as slaves, not as victims, but as the species that fought back and won. Outside, people on Earth looked up at the alien ship in the sky. Most of them were scared. They did not know about the secret bases. They did not know about the hidden weapons. They did not know that their leaders had been preparing for this day since before many of them were born. But tomorrow, they would learn. Tomorrow, the whole galaxy would learn what happened when someone threatened humanity's home. The ultimatum had been given. The deadline was set. In 24 hours, the galaxy would discover that Earth was not another helpless world, waiting to be conquered. Earth was a trap, and the aliens had just walked into it. The day after the aliens gave their warning, something amazing started to happen. All across the solar system, hidden bases began to wake up. Secret stations that had been sleeping for years suddenly came to life. Captain Ryan Clark stood on the bridge of his ship, the Defiant. The ship looked like nothing anyone had ever seen before. It was sleek and deadly, covered in weapons that mixed human ideas with alien technology. The ship floated near Earth's moon, waiting. "Tell me what we have," Clark said to his crew. Lieutenant Sarah Fox looked at her computer screens. Her fingers moved quickly over the controls. "All our space stations are ready. The moon bases are powered up. Admiral Chen says the whole fleet is in position." "What about our new weapons?" Clark asked. Chief Engineer Pete Williams smiled big. "The quantum guns are working perfectly, sir. The alien shields have never seen anything like this. They will not protect them." Deep underground in Colorado, Colonel Ben Turner was busy in a secret control room. The room was full of computers that were calculating where to aim Earth's biggest weapons. These weapons were hidden all over the planet. "Project Odin is ready," he reported over the radio. "We can hit any alien ship within 3 light years of Earth." Far away near Jupiter, Commander Amy Santos was flying her stealth fighter through space. Behind her flew 50 other pilots. These were Earth's best fighters, trained for years to battle aliens with better technology. "Listen up," she told her team over the radio. "The aliens think we are cave people with clubs. Let's show them what humans can really do." Back on the alien command ship, HFY was starting to worry. His sensors were showing strange energy readings from all over the solar system. "Commander Veltar," he called. "What are our people seeing?" Veltar looked scared. "Sir, we are detecting huge power sources throughout this system. The humans have weapon stations we did not know about." "That cannot be," HFY said. "Our spies are everywhere. Humans can barely travel between planets. Sir, I count at least 40 big installations. Some on planets, some in space. The energy readings are very strong." For the first time, HFY felt afraid. "Contact our main fleet. Tell them to attack. Early, we move in 12 hours. On Earth, President Morrison spoke to the world on television. Every human on the planet watched and listened. "My fellow humans," she said, "we have known this day might come. While the galaxy thought we were young and weak, we were getting ready. Every scientist, every engineer, every soldier has helped prepare our defense." She looked directly at the camera. Her eyes were determined. "Today, humanity shows the galaxy who we really are." All over Earth, Soldiers were getting ready for battle. Sergeant Mike Torres and Corporal Lisa Grant were checking their powered armor in a military base. "Are you scared?" Torres asked Grant. "Very scared," she said honestly. "But being scared and still fighting, that's what makes us human." Admiral Patricia Chen stood in the command center of Earth's biggest space station. Through the huge windows, she could see the alien fleet coming, hundreds of ships flying in perfect formation. "They are doing exactly what our computers said they would do," she told her staff. "They are overconfident and following their rulebook." Lieutenant Commander Steve Adams watched the enemy ships on his screens. "Ma'am, they are using their standard attack formation. They are not even trying to be clever." "Why would they try?" Chen said. "They think they are attacking a helpless planet. They are about to learn that humans have been preparing for war. Since we first looked at the stars." Dr. Stone's voice came over the radio from his secret laboratory. "Admiral, all our experimental weapons are online and ready. The aliens are going to be very surprised." Meanwhile, the alien fleet was getting closer to Earth. Each ship was bigger than anything humans had ever built. They flew through space like they owned it. They had conquered many worlds before. They expected Earth to be easy, but they did not know the truth. Hidden in asteroids, cloaked behind moons, and buried deep in planets, Earth's real strength was waiting. Weapons that had taken 20 years to build. Ships that used technology the aliens had never seen. Soldiers who had trained their whole lives for this moment. On secret bases around Jupiter, human engineers made final checks on weapons that could destroy entire fleets. On the moon, soldiers in powered armor tested equipment that made them stronger than any alien warrior. In the asteroid belt, hidden gun platforms the size of skyscrapers powered up their main weapons. These guns could punch through the strongest alien armor like it was paper. Earth's internet was buzzing with activity as millions of people got their first glimpse of humanity's hidden military. Videos showed ships that looked like science fiction. Pictures revealed weapons that seemed impossible. "We built all this in secret?" people asked each other. "How long have we been preparing?" The answer was 23 years. Ever since that first alien ship crashed in Nevada, humanity had been getting ready. They learned alien technology. They improved it. They built weapons that combined human creativity with alien science. Now it was time to use those weapons. The alien fleet was 6 hours away from Earth when they started to understand they had made a mistake. Their sensors showed energy readings that should not exist. Human ships that were too advanced, weapons that were too powerful. But it was too late to turn back. The aliens had made their threat. They had demanded humanity's surrender. Now they had to follow through or look weak to the entire galaxy. What they did not know was that humanity was counting on that. Earth's leaders knew the aliens would attack. They wanted them to attack. Because when the battle was over, the entire galaxy would know that Earth was not a victim. Earth was a predator. And the hunt was about to begin. The alien fleet reached Earth's outer space at exactly 6 in the morning. There were 400 ships, each one bigger than a city. They moved through space like they owned it. On the main alien ship, HFY was getting ready to tell Earth to surrender one last time. He expected the humans to be crying and begging. He had seen it happen on many other worlds. But before he could send his message, every alarm on his ship started screaming. "Sir," Commander Veltar shouted, his voice full of panic. "We are being targeted. Massive weapons are powering up all around us." Before HFY could answer, space around them exploded with light. The first attack came from hidden bases built inside asteroids. Huge energy beams, invisible until they fired, tore through the alien ships like they were made of paper. The alien shields, which had protected them on hundreds of worlds, simply disappeared when hit by Earth's new weapons. Captain Ryan Clark watched from his ship as 12 alien cruisers were destroyed in the first few seconds. All ships start firing Pattern Alpha. Hit their command ships first. All around the solar system, human ships appeared out of nowhere. They had been hiding using technology the aliens had never seen. These ships looked nothing like old human designs. They were sleek and deadly, covered in weapons that glowed with power. Admiral Chen's voice echoed across all human forces. "This is Admiral Chen. Execute Operation Prometheus. Show them what happens when you threaten Earth. Lieutenant Sarah Fox worked frantically at her controls as the orbital platforms unleashed hell on the alien formation. Lunar Station reports direct hits on the enemy flagship. Jupiter Station has destroyed their entire carrier group. The aliens tried to fight back, but they were fighting a battle humans had planned for 23 years. Every move they made, every formation they tried, humans had already prepared for it. Commander Amy Santos led her fighter squadron through the chaos. Her 50 pilots flew like demons, attacking the massive alien ships with deadly precision. "Gold, leader to all fighters," she said over the radio. "Remember what we learned. They fight by rules, we make our own rules." Her fighters danced between the huge alien ships, too small and fast for the big guns to hit. They struck at critical systems, causing explosions that tore the alien vessels apart from the inside. On the alien command ship, everything was falling apart. HFY could not understand how the weak humans had turned his powerful fleet into burning wreckage in just minutes. "How many ships have we lost?" he screamed. 47 ships destroyed, 31 disabled, Veltar reported. His hands were shaking. "Sir, we must retreat. This is impossible. These weapons, these tactics. This is not the same species we studied." But Earth was not finished. From the planet's surface, Colonel Ben Turner activated humanity's biggest surprise. "Project Odin is firing," he announced calmly. All across Earth's continents, massive weapons that had been hidden as research facilities revealed their true nature. Enormous energy cannons powered by fusion reactors buried miles underground, turned toward space. The beams that shot up from Earth were so bright they could be seen from space. Pillars of pure energy that reached across thousands of miles to touch the alien fleet. Where they hit, even the biggest alien ships simply vanished in explosions of light. Sergeant Mike Torres and Corporal Lisa Grant watched from their mountain bunker as one of the beams fired overhead. The air itself crackled with electricity. "My God," Grant whispered. "We built weapons that can destroy planets. And now the whole galaxy knows it," Torres replied. The battle lasted only 17 minutes. When it was over, less than 30% of the alien fleet was still intact. Those ships that survived were running away as fast as they could. President Morrison's face appeared on screens throughout the fleeing alien fleet. Her message was broadcast on every known alien communication frequency. "This is President Morrison, of Earth, speaking to all surviving Galactic Council forces. You came to our system with threats. You thought we were weak because we were quiet. You were wrong." She paused, letting her words travel through hyperspace to every corner of the galaxy. "Humanity has been preparing for this day since we first knew you existed. We studied your technology, we improved it, and we built weapons designed specifically to defeat your fleets. What you saw today was just a small part of what we can do." On his damaged ship, HFY listened in growing horror. "We could have destroyed every single ship in your fleet," Morrison continued. "We chose not to because we want you to carry a message back to your council. Earth is not a target. Earth is not a victim. Earth is now a power in this galaxy, and we will respond to any threat with total destruction." The message ended, leaving the broken alien fleet to limp home with news that would shake the entire galaxy. But the show was not over yet. As the alien survivors fled, Earth revealed even more surprises. Hidden shipyards throughout the solar system began launching vessels. Not just a few ships, but hundreds of them. "Sir," Veltar whispered to HFY, "they are launching their main fleet now. How many ships do they have?" The answer became clear as more and more human vessels appeared. Earth had not just prepared weapons. They had built an entire space navy in secret. Ships emerged from hidden bases on moons, from hollowed-out asteroids, from camouflaged stations floating in space. Commander Jake Miller, now aboard Earth's newest dreadnought, the Vengeance, spoke to the retreating aliens. "You wanted to see humanity's military power. Take a good look. We have been building this fleet for 20 years. Every ship you see was designed to fight you. The human fleet did not chase the fleeing aliens. They did not need to. The message was clear. Earth was no longer hiding. The galaxy's newest superpower had announced itself with violence and fire. Dr. Stone watched the battle from his laboratory, seeing years of secret research prove itself in combat. The quantum disruptors worked perfectly, he told his team. Their shields were useless against our weapons. As the last alien ship disappeared into hyperspace, Earth's forces began cleanup operations. They recovered alien technology, rescued any survivors, and documented everything for the historical record. Today, Admiral Chen announced to the fleet, humanity graduated from victim to predator. The galaxy will never forget what happened here. The Battle of Sol was over. Earth had won completely. But more importantly, they had sent a message that would echo across the stars. Humanity was no longer hiding in the shadows. They were armed, they were ready, and they would never surrender. 3 months after the Battle of Sol, the galaxy was a very different place. The news of humanity's victory had spread to every corner of known space. No one could believe it at first. A single planet had destroyed an entire council fleet in just 17 minutes. The Galactic Council met an emergency session on their capital world. The Great Meeting Hall, where they had decided the fate of hundreds of worlds, was now filled with fear and confusion. Council Premier Thexmore stood before the assembled aliens. His people had ruled the galaxy for thousands of years. Now, for the first time, he had to admit they were no longer the strongest. The humans have changed everything, he announced to the gathered representatives. They have weapons we cannot match. They have shown they will use those weapons without hesitation. Ambassador Zexhai, his career destroyed but his testimony valuable, stood before the council. Honorable members, I saw our fleet burn. The humans did not just defeat us, they made it look easy. They knew exactly how we would attack. They were ready for everything we tried. Many council members wanted to send more fleets, but the mathematics were clear. Earth had revealed only a small part of their military strength. Even if every council world combined their forces, they might not be able to defeat humanity. When Earth, President Morrison met with her cabinet to discuss their new position. The secure room was busy with reports coming in from across the galaxy. 17 alien species have asked for formal diplomatic meetings, Secretary of State Rachel Green reported. They want trade agreements and defense treaties. General Hayes smiled. Amazing how respect follows firepower. Dr. Stone was excited about the new opportunities. Ma'am, the technology exchanges being offered are incredible. Species that ignored us before are now sharing their most advanced research. Admiral Chen appeared on the main screen from her space station. Ma'am, we are seeing major changes in alien military movements. Several species are pulling their fleets away from our borders. They are creating buffer zones around human space. Captain Ryan Clark, now commanding Earth's first deep space exploration fleet, reported from the edge of known space. Mr. President, we have made contact with 3 species that were under Council control. They are asking for Earth's protection. The changes were happening everywhere. Commander Amy Santos, now leading diplomatic escort missions, found herself protecting the same alien ships that had once threatened her world. It is strange, she told her wingman, Lieutenant Danny Walsh, as they escorted a Council diplomatic ship toward Earth. 6 months ago, these aliens wanted to make us slaves. Now they are practically begging for our friendship. The transformation was not just military. Dr. Elena Vasquez, Earth's new director of alien research, was setting up humanity's first research stations in other star systems. The scientific cooperation offers are pouring in, she reported to the president. Species that hoarded their knowledge for centuries are now sharing freely. They want to stay on our good side. Back on the Council capital world, Premier Thexmore faced a reality that had never existed before. A species that had refused conquest and won. The humans have demanded formal recognition as a sovereign power, he told the Council. They are not asking for permission. They are telling us what they have decided. The vote was unanimous. For the first time in galactic history, the Council granted full independence to a species without conquering them first. President Morrison addressed the world from the same place where she had once faced alien threats. Behind her stood the flags of Earth's nations and a new banner, the flag of humanity united. My fellow humans, today we begin a new chapter. We have taken our place among the stars not as subjects, but as equals. The galaxy now knows that humanity will never bow, never surrender, and never accept being victims. She looked out at the crowd of people who had achieved the impossible. We are no longer alone in the universe, but we are no longer afraid. Earth stands ready to protect not just ourselves but any species that wants freedom. In the months that followed, Earth's influence continued to grow. Human technology began appearing throughout the galaxy as species sought to upgrade their defenses. Human military advisors found themselves training alien forces in tactics the Council had never seen. Colonel Ben Turner, now overseeing Earth's expanding defense network, watched as construction began on humanity's first interstellar fortress. 5 years ago, we were hiding in the shadows, he told his aide, Major Susan Clark. Now we are building military bases in other star systems. The galaxy has been turned upside down. The ultimate test of humanity's new position came when the Council formally asked Earth for help. A rogue species in the outer rim was threatening peaceful worlds, and the Council's own forces were not strong enough to stop them. President Morrison's response was swift and clear. We will help, but we do this our way. The message was heard across the galaxy. Humanity had become the protector that smaller species had always hoped for. Earth's ships began patrolling trade routes, keeping them safe from pirates and raiders. Human colonies started appearing on distant worlds. But unlike the old Council colonies, these were partnerships. Humans worked with local species as equals, sharing technology and knowledge. The species that had once dismissed Earth as primitive now studied human tactics in their military academies. Human engineering was copied throughout the galaxy. Human ideas about freedom and independence inspired rebellions against oppressive governments. Commander Jake Miller, now Admiral of the Third Fleet, patrolled the borders of human space in ships that mixed the best of human and alien technology. 10 years ago, Earth was just a small blue dot that nobody cared about, he told his officers. Now our flag flies on 100 worlds, and our ships keep the peace in a dozen star systems. The transformation was complete. Earth had gone from hiding in fear to standing as one of the galaxy's great powers. The species that had once threatened to enslave humanity now sought their protection and friendship. But the most important change was not military or political. It was psychological. Every species in the galaxy now knew that sometimes the underdog wins. Sometimes the weak become strong. Sometimes those who seem helpless are the most dangerous of all. Humanity's warning had been heard and understood throughout the stars. They were armed, they were ready, and they would never surrender. The galaxy had learned to respect the small blue planet that had refused to bow. The age of human influence had begun, and the universe would never be the same. The end.